Everyone, welcome back or welcome if this is your first time stopping by my channel. My name is Ty and this is Budget Tools. Here on this channel, I'm sharing my real life journey to save money and become debt free, all while working with a low disposable income. I started documenting my journey to stay accountable and keep myself motivated. Right now, I am about $700 into my $1,000 emergency fund, and I am determined to reach that goal by the end of this month. In today's video, I'm showing you my other binders and budget categories so you can see how I organize my setup and manage my weekly budget. So grab some cash, your binders, and maybe a notebook if you want to take notes, and let's get right into it. So I first want to start with my white binder, or maybe it's off-white. This is our bills binder. I purchased the dashboard from the Aesthetic Dollar. It's a little banged up. It looks like I probably need a new one. But just to show you the categories, this binder is for everything that we need to function throughout the month, hands down. If this isn't taken care of, we aren't functioning. So we have first, and just so you know, I created these inserts. The first is for our car insurance. We next have car payment, cell phone, my son's rent away at college, our Department of Water and Power, his tuition, my tuition, internet, Invisalign, my son, rent, gas, streaming services, and subscriptions. So that includes, we don't have cable, so nowadays you have to have a streaming service in order to access your channels or certain channels. So we have Sling as our provider. So that is something that we need because I am a political news junkie. So I have to have it. Next, we have our, I guess, beige binder. And this one is what I consider my high priority. This is the cutest dashboard. This is by Upscale Currency. I just before I started recording accidentally pulled off one of the butterflies and I will attach it back on with my hot glue gun. But it is so pretty, so dainty with the gold foil behind it. I love it. These inserts are very similar to my first binder and I created these on Canva as well. And this binder is high priority because these are the things that we need to function outside of our main bills. I need to go to Sephora and pick up serums and face creams and things like that. Not so much makeup because I'm not a big makeup person. Also, there is car maintenance, car registration, Costco for any items that we decide to purchase from Costco or just for our Costco membership, electronics, furniture, gifts, home decor, home maintenance, household items, my husband's fraternity dues, lawn care, Nutrafol, as far as, supplements and different things like that, passport renewal, and lastly, personal care. So these are important, but they aren't bills. So this would be our high priority because some of the items in here are shorter term goals. For example, car registration, car repairs, car maintenance, things like that. Things around the house that may need to be repaired. Those are shorter term goals. Next, we have our tan binder. I don't have this one set as high or low priority because it's simply different because of the aesthetic of the envelopes. I created these inserts as well, and believe it or not, our emergency fund is in this envelope, but it's strictly because of the aesthetic of the envelope. So first we have anniversary, which is important, but anniversary can't feed us. Clothing, we can't eat clothes. Dental copay is in here. We have Disneyland, which is exciting. It's not important, but it is on our list. I am born and raised in Southern California, so I've always gone to this Disneyland. My husband is from Michigan. He has been to Disney World, and he's been wanting to go to Disneyland. So This insert, I did not create this one. This is from Happy to Plan with Desiree. And then the insert that I downloaded is from Easy Budgets so that we can start to save for the tickets for Disneyland, because we all know that it is extremely expensive to go to Disneyland. Excuse me. Next, we have dry cleaning. We need dry cleaning because just for the few items that I have cleaned here and there, they cost way more than my husband's do. It's not a couple dollars for a shirt. If you take a blouse in as a woman, it's probably likely $5, $6, $7, $8. Who knows, depending on, the cut of the blouse and things like that. So we do have an envelope for dry cleaning. We have our emergency fund, and we have placeholders inside that represents the money that has already been taken to the bank. Next, we have extra debt. We have an envelope for family, and this one is used for exactly that. It's not anyone here in the household, myself, my husband, or my son, but in the event that we go and visit what we used to do was we used to visit my grandparents' house, and any relatives would come by there, and we'd always pick up different foods and things like that. So that's what this envelope is for. And it's going to definitely start getting used more and adding funds, because I plan to start hosting probably a Sunday dinner once a month, maybe once every 2 months. Um, my grandmother passed away a few years ago. My grandfather is 99 and still with us, but I am the oldest grandchild of my grandparents' offsprings, so I just think it would be nice to start having and hosting some family dinners at my house. So that's what this envelope will be for. This one is for birthdays. Anyone's birthday, this isn't mine, but any birthdays that we want to celebrate. Next, we have medical copays in the event that we have one or have any. And then last one is for tax prep. So next, this is the binder that you are all familiar with at this point, because I've only been focused on and saving my, working towards savings challenges to go towards the emergency fund. So this is pink. Pink is one of my favorite colors. This dashboard, I don't have a name of the person off the top of my head whose Etsy shop I downloaded this from, but I did download and print it. It came out great, except I'm noticing that some of the ink from the card is rubbing off on it. I just received my A7 wallet inserts from Crafted by Coco. I will show you the wallet. The A7 wallet is from the Aesthetic Dollar. And these are the inserts that I received from Crafted by Coco. They are super cute. And when she sent the order, this was a freebie that came with it, Coco's Camp. It's a savings challenge, and each panda is worth $10. And I believe there are 10 pandas on here. So this this bookmark savings challenge will save $100. So also, some cash budgeters have many different savings challenge options in their savings binders. I like the idea of having a $5 challenge each month that I unstuff at the end of the month, as well as a $10 challenge, which is this one here. I next have a cocktail menu challenge, and this is so adorable. This is from Chelsea with Be the Happy Turtle. Be the Happy Turtle. Be the Happy Turtle is her Etsy shop, but her name is Chelsea, and she is here on YouTube. And she had the cutest idea to create something really different, which were menu options. And so they're so cute. So this first one is for cocktails. It saves up to $100. And we've done 2 so far. Next, this was actually a freebie from a purchase, and this is from Chelsea as well, from the Happy Turtle, Be the Happy Turtle. And this is, it says admit one. And this is the cutest thing. It looks like a fairground ticket. And there are numbers on the back that you scratch off. I'll show that to you. Next is my roll the dice. I think these are so cute to have. It's another way of kind of having a surprise amount that you're going to save each week. And you know, if you're like me the last couple weeks, last week I got 26, and the next coming up is $20 that I'll be stuffing into this $150 roll the dice challenge. Next, we have our cash stash, and I'll show you that when I get into my binder. This is Treat Yourself, and this is from Happy to Plan with Desiree. I don't think this is going towards Disney. I'm just using this as another challenge to help get towards my $1,000. This challenge here is adorable. This is by Upscale Currency, and this will be going specifically towards Christmas. And it's the cutest thing. These are puzzle pieces, and they're sticky, and you stick them on the matching puzzle size, shape. Each time you save $25. So I was excited to use this one. Next is just our typical dollar challenge. Some people save their dollars and they cash stuff them weekly or bi-weekly when they're saving, when they're planning and stuffing their envelopes. I do both. I will stuff a certain amount when I'm doing my cash stuffing, but if I break any bills during the week and I have any dollars, I immediately come home and put them inside of my dollar challenge. I feel like that's the least I can do. Next, we have 2025 Fridays, and this is by Easy Budgets as well. The money from the other categories have already been pulled out and used for different things, but for the last few months, these have gone towards my emergency fund. So at the end of November, I will pull everything out of here, and that will go towards my emergency fund as well. And this is part of the reason that I can kind of estimate the amount of money that I have right now and the fact that I know that I should be able to achieve the goal by the end of November. That is it for what I'm currently using. These are a few other cute challenges that I will be incorporating after some of these are finished, some in the new year, but this is from Purely Budgets. It's a mystery scratch and save. I wanted to do a 52 circles or a 52-week challenge. I couldn't find one that I necessarily liked, so I just created one myself. It's 52 circles or challenge or weeks or whatever, but it still totals $1,378. This is a birthday challenge that I received as a freebie from the Fruitful Dollar. We had a kitty that we had for about 15 years that passed away, and we are now ready for a new kitty. This challenge is to save towards that, adoption fees, any first medical visits, things like that for a new kitty. And this is super cute. This is from Blossoming Prosperity. Next, I thought this was adorable. This is from Espresso Designs. It's a lucky cat challenge. I love cats, so I just thought this was beautiful and I wanted to grab it. It saves $250. And I love a challenge that comes with a cute, adorable envelope. Next, we have, this is from Rain Budgets, and this is a Hello Kitty menu. All the little items here are really cute, and they look yummy. I can't wait to start that. We have another from Rain Budgets, and this is Karobi's Japanese Kitchen. And hers don't necessarily have the dollar amount that you'll save, so it's kind of a surprise. Another from Rain Budgets, and this is Scooby-Doo's Mystery Bites. And let's see what else. And this is the new 2026 challenge from Easy Budgets for every Friday stuffing. So she's kind of changed it up from year to year. This is cute. I like the envelope and I like that it is dual-sided. So you have less stuff to carry around. Oh, and here next, I know that I will be doing the next cocktail menu from Be the Happy Turtle by Chelsea. And this one saves $140. And I can't wait to do this one. So next, I will show you what I do weekly. I have my planning that I use. I use the Disbound, which I was new to until a couple years ago. But I do like the fact that you can pull things in and out. I set my planner up this way. It has all the bills and things that need to be stuffed. I follow Happy to Plan with Desiree, and she created this bill payments tracker that you can stuff in your planner. And I think that you get this free from her Patreon if you're a member of the Patreon. So I downloaded it. I added my items, typed them in on the computer, printed out, and laminated it so that I would not lose it. And it stays right here on the month that I'm working on so that I know exactly which items have to be paid. And it makes life simple. Another thing that I do that I followed what Desiree was doing over at Happy to Plan was documenting paydays and listing when each bill is due. And it really does help. It seems, for me, it's less overwhelming. It doesn't seem like I've got like all these bills. It just seems really kind of simple to take a look at. Well, for this pay period, I have to do this or this or this or that, and it doesn't just kind of overwhelm me, which for some reason it seemed a little bit, but I can list birthdays and now I'm listing, mini Mondays and things like that. So this is how I plan things. And then lastly, I'll show you this one. So recently, I knew that for savings challenges, I would be setting aside $150 per week, and that's what I've committed to doing. So before I do any of this, I kind of just look at the challenge and determine what I'm going to stuff next. Everything isn't going to be written down. So for example, I do know that, am I looking at this right? The 12th. Okay. So I do know that I have to roll the dice again or the die to figure out what I'm going to add there. But for the most part, I am able to fill everything in. This is for savings challenges for November 20th. So I already know the amounts that are going to go in, and I've already started to write down the denominations that I will need. And then I will show you my current savings challenge that I'm working on. That's in the back of the book. And this is Happy to Plan with Elise. And I believe that she is on YouTube as well. And she sells a savings challenge book on, not Instagram. She sells it on Amazon. And so I purchased the book. It's a really cute book. Let me grab it. So yes, her name is Elise Ratner, and she has all these cute challenges in here. And they're as low as $50 all the way, I think it says on here, $50, You can even do the $100 envelope challenge on here. Um, so it goes up pretty high. That's the $100, but you do have a $10,000 goal here, 2,500. So there are a bunch of different ones. I just pull them out and cut them down to size and disc punch and place it inside of my organizer here. So that is how I plan. So I know for sure that at the very least I am stuffing $150 per week in savings. I now know that I am going to stuff at least $50 per week for many Mondays. And that's what's catching me up to meet those goals. So if this is something that you're interested in, feel free. It's free to like, subscribe, and share my content with other people. If you have any additional questions on my binder setup, or maybe even if you think that I would honestly like to see if there's something I could do to minimize the amount of binders I have. I only have 4, so that's not bad. But I'm always looking for new ways to enhance what I'm doing. So that is the end of this video. If you have any questions, drop them down below. Or also, maybe if you could drop below in the comments which particular goal you're working on at the moment. If you're doing Dave Ramsey's, um, the is it 7 Steps program? I can't remember right now off the top of my head. Let me know what stage you're at with that, or if you're just if you're looking to pay off debt, or if you're buying something, whatever it is, please share in the comments one of the goals that you're currently working on right now and for 2026. I have seen some people accomplish some amazing goals. I was watching a video the other day. I don't remember who it was, but her goal for 2025 was to save $25,000, and it is November, and she is a little above that $25,000 mark. So once I pay off my debt, which will start in December, I am happy to start paying off debt. I know that sounds crazy, but I'm happy that I will have accomplished my emergency fund, and I'm ready to switch gears to pay off debt so that I can start to see the amount that I can save so that my income isn't so low disposable income. It won't be so low. Once my son's finished with school, that I will have about $2,500 per month in my pocket alone from my son finishing college. So I'm looking forward to that. That will give me extra cash that I can stuff into other categories and other parts of my life and just different things that we want to do. So if you enjoyed this video, again, please like and subscribe, and I will see you in a few days when I post my weekly cash stuffing. Okay, have a good evening. Bye.